Friday night lights in the Sunshine State as we have USF and FAU going at it. 7:30 Eastern primetime game, nationally televised on ESPN2. I am Drew Martin. I got your pick for this game, as it is USF coming in 3-4 on the season. FAU just 2-5. We are seeing 49 as the total. USF, the Bulls, -2.5 or -3. Depending where we're shopping, as the quote-unquote road favorite. Of course, not a tough trip here. It's 3.5 hours from Tampa, Florida to Boca Raton, Florida, which is the home of the FAU Owls. Although a tough season here for the Owls so far, just 2 wins out of 7 games. If you want to look towards positive towards the Owls, their head coach, Todd Herman, 22-10 as an underdog in his career. You might remember half decade ago when he was the head man at Texas. A lot of people talking about that, winning as an underdog. It hasn't really been the case here for FAU so far this season. They also won this matchup last year, 55-14 as the underdog. Only problem with that is, a lot changes in 1 year in modern day college football. FAU's lost 2 straight. They were on the road to UTSA, the Roadrunners. They lost by 2 touchdowns there. They only managed 200 yards offensively. And before that, to North Texas, the Mean Green came into Boca and beat them in a tight one. They scored 41 points on FAU. Looking at the USF side of things here, guys, they're off of a bye week. Actually, both teams off of a bye week. So that's something to throw out there. This is not a short week, short preparation time for the Friday night game. Neither one of them played this past Saturday. And that's what I think is a big part of this handicap, because USF is a different team, in my opinion, when Brian Brown, their quarterback, is playing. You look at USF's schedule here, guys, and this is a team that's played a pretty difficult schedule. They went into Tuscaloosa and played Alabama. They played them pretty tightly as well. If you look at that final score, it was 42-16. However, that was tight, going into the fourth quarter. They also played Miami, kind of a similar situation. The final score looks a lot worse than it was. And then their starting quarterback, Brown, he went out. So they've had a tough road here, losing 4 straight games against the spread. Now, they did come back in their last game and beat UAB. But that Blazers team, I don't want to give them too much credit for that. So if you're looking for Brown to come back and play, you would think the extra preparation time would be the spot, particularly because you're also 3-4 straight up. You need to find some wins, and this is a winnable game. The odds makers are telling us that. A tight point spread should be a good one here Friday night, nationally televised as well. So I would look for Brown to come back. And looking at the head coach Golsh's his quotes here, guys, he is saying he's playing in practice, but he's not getting into who's going to be behind center. Again, I think it's a huge part of this handicap. That's not new news by any means, but when you look at who USF has played, not punching up in talent with Brown behind center, they've scored some points here. So I think they'll be able to put up some points if he's anywhere near 100% healthy. And FAU, when you look at their schedule, their only 2 wins are against FCS opponent in Wagner and FIU. Other than that, this team hasn't been able to find ways to win. And in this point spread, you're kind of asking them to do so. I know they're at home. It should be a pretty fun atmosphere, 2 in-state rivals on a weekday night. But overall, I think USF is the better team. And I think they go into Boca Raton and ruin the party here. There is a lot of USF fans that should make the trip as well. They have a bigger than what you would think fan base, guys. So I'm going USF in this game, guys. -2 in the hook as the short road favorite. ESPN2, 7:30 Eastern primetime game. If you're interested in premium picks, guys, check them out, wagertalk.com. Number 1 football totals handicapper at WagerTalk. Over the last 4 years, you're looking for long-term records there, and we got an all-inclusive package through the end of the calendar year. You'll get every play and every sport. Huge discount there. Check that out on my page, Drew Martin, wagertalk.com. College football hitting over 60% since week 2 this year, so it's been a great season here in college football. Looking to keep it going. NFL as well, riding hot, guys. So the weekend picks coming up right now, so you can check those out. And also comment below. Let me know if you agree with this matchup, with this pick, or not. All is welcome. I'll be in there reading the comments, replying back to you, and smash that like button if you're liking the content, guys. So enjoy your Friday night. Enjoy your weekend. Cash those tickets. Thanks for tuning in.